So if you're looking for a pair of super insanely comfortable shorts just to lounge around in the house, I think this would make an awesome gift. Hello. Okay, today I'm gonna be making a video on about 5 or 6 different items I'm absolutely in love with and which make life easier. So I also think they'd make great Christmas presents. So let's get to it. Hope you enjoy the video. Oops. Coconut, what are you doing? My next favorite item are glass straws. Oh my God. I can't believe I waited so many years before I started using glass straws. Like, what was I thinking? I bought these off of Amazon. It comes in a pack of like, I think like 4 or 5 different straws, a straw cleaner, but it's so ridiculously easy to keep clean. You just, run water through it, and then it comes out at the other end. Just run underwater after you've drunk your smoothie or your tea or whatever it is that you're drinking with it. And if you've never seen a documentary called Plastic Paradise, I'll leave a link down to it below. It's shocking, to say the least. I mean, it is shocking. But if you can even do something as little as not using plastic straws, but rather these awesome glass straws, why not? And they last like 5,000 years. I think it's a fantastic product and it's quite cheap also, like ridiculously cheap. Be sure to check out that documentary, Plastic Paradise, and I guarantee it'll change the way you think. So this is another item I think would make a fantastic Christmas present or whatever it is you celebrate, birthday present, whatever it is, but I think it's an awesome gift in my opinion. No one bought me this. No one bought me this. I had to buy it myself, but yeah, like, no one bought me this. Coconut loves this next product. So Coconut, you want to take over the video? Yeah? Do you want to take over the video? Yeah? Coconut loves this scale because there's a little mirror in it. So, oh, it's very dirty, thanks to him. He likes to climb on this food scale and weigh himself and talk to himself in this little mirror thing here. I really got to clean this thing. I tried many different food scales. I returned most of them, but this is hands down my favorite food scale. It's very slim, it looks really cool, and I'm not big on measuring things, everything precisely, but there are certain dishes I make where I do need to measure things. So this food scale's very handy if you know someone in the kitchen who's a cook or likes to cook. So I really like it because some of the other food scales, I had trouble seeing the digits here when it was displaying, because if you were looking at it at a wrong angle, it would like disappear or make this text faint. But this has great viewing angles, so it's very large, it's crystal clear, easy to see. If you're looking for a food scale, I think this would be a great gift. Okay, so my next item, I think personally would make a fantastic gift if you know someone who's in yoga or someone who's just not very flexible. And it would be a good idea for them to start stretching, because the older you get, the less flexible you are, and to keep your flexibility is a huge way to retain a good portion of your youth. I mean, it really is. So I try and force myself to stretch every single day. Of course, I don't always usually do it every single day, but I try. So because stretching is one of those things, if you do it only once or twice a week, you're not going to get anywhere. You're completely wasting your time. So if you're going to stretch, try and make it as much of a routine daily habit as possible. It's just fantastic. I love to have extra cushion for my knees. So when I'm doing certain stretches, this is an absolute must. I don't care how thick my yoga mat is. That's irrelevant. I still really desire these paddings to put under my knees, because when you think about it, I have like 130 pounds of pressure on my knees right now. So the more padding for your knees, I think it's good. So I'll give you a close-up of these things, and they're pretty cheap. I got them off of Amazon, and I'll leave a link down below. I think this is a really cool gift. I would love to get a gift like this. They come in different colors, all sorts of different colors. So this is a close-up. This is the blue one. This is the purple one. It has this cool little rib effect. I'm obsessed with this yoga mat I'm standing on. I'm actually going to post a video next week with a more in-depth review of this yoga mat, but I've tried so many different yoga mats, it's not even funny, but this is hands down the best, most favorite yoga mat I've tried this far. It's incredible. It doesn't stick, you know, it doesn't attract all sorts of dust and debris like some of the non-stick yoga mats, so it's always like clean looking, and it's also non-slip at all. And I don't want this video to get too long, so I'm gonna give you a close-up of this yoga mat. So the mat is by Clever Yoga, and it's not too thick, it's not too thin, but it has the coolest, I can't explain it, it's completely non-slip. I think it's fantastic. And I got it in the extra long length. So, and I'll leave a link to where I got this mat too. I think this is fantastic. I absolutely love this yoga mat. It's eco-friendly, vegan-friendly. It's a good mat. Oh, I almost forgot to say, I have a mole here, which is driving me crazy. It's constantly growing hair. It's kind of gross, so I always try and pluck out the hair, so I end up irritating the skin, so I put a Band-Aid on it. And I need to get around to finding a competent MD who can properly remove this mole because it's driving me insane. So I just put a Band-Aid on it, so in case you're wondering what the heck's wrong with my face. So that's what's wrong with it, I think. So this item I really love. I got these shorts. They're so soft, it's like not even funny. I just want to go like this all day long. They just have the coolest texture. I mean, I can't even emphasize how soft these are. And I've been wearing these shorts for 2 or 3 days. I haven't washed them yet, but they don't wrinkle. This is what it looks like after 2-3 days of continuous wear. And the fabric is definitely not wrinkling. So that's really cool. So this is the back. So, give you a close up. I think they're awesome. They're very comfy. So if you're looking for a pair of super insanely comfortable shorts just to lounge around in the house, I think this would make an awesome gift. And I've been looking around to find a pair of comfy shorts forever that don't wrinkle, because it's a huge pet peeve of mine when fabric wrinkles. So the fact that these are so soft and they definitely don't wrinkle. They're not wrinkled right now, so hopefully they stay that way after I wash them, because I haven't washed them yet. I think they're fantastic shorts to wear around when you're lounging around or just going around and running errands. I'll show you another pair of shorts I'm absolutely in love with, which is from the same company. Okay, so here are the other shorts that definitely don't wrinkle. Like, you can literally crumble these in a ball, shove them in a suitcase, take them out, and they're gonna be like this. This fabric does not wrinkle. It's a pretty thick fabric, whereas the other shorts I showed you was definitely a thin fabric, but this is a thicker fabric. So if you're somewhere where it's cold, I think these are fantastic. They're not as soft as the other shorts I just showed you, but they're so awesome. This is so hard to film, but I absolutely love these. I wear these like every single day. These are my favorite shorts when I'm out and about, and the other shorts I showed you, which are the super soft shorts, they're my favorite shorts to wear when I'm just lounging around the house. But these shorts are awesome, and they're so cute. Now look how cute they are. Cute little shorts, super comfy waistband, and there are pockets, not that I ever use them, but the fabric does not wrinkle, which to me is a must. So I think these are the cutest little shorts, which I feel like it would make a cute Christmas present. And this next item, I'm gonna link it somewhere up here. It's actually a book, and it's a a life-changing, or I should say life-saving gift you could give a loved one or relative or friend, because who doesn't know someone with heart disease? I mean, let's get real. Like the majority of people pretty much have heart disease in America. I mean, it's pretty much. And my aunt had pretty severe coronary artery disease. She suffered a heart attack, which was her huge wake-up call. And I also bought her the book, How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Dr. Cockatiel Esselstyn. He's from Cleveland Clinic, Ohio. He's a true pioneer, a hero, and for what he does. And he's been reversing the severest cases of coronary artery disease for the past 40 years through a low-fat, whole foods, plant-based diet, no drugs. And my aunt, she was basically knocking on death's door. I mean, she really was. She was overweight. She had extremely, shockingly high blood pressure, high cholesterol through the roof. And that book opened up her eyes that she can take control of her health and make changes to her diet, because, you know, like Dr. Cockatiel Esselstyn says, heart disease is a toothless tiger that need never exist. Because when you think about it, heart disease is a modern man created disease. Heart disease didn't even used to exist. It's not normal for someone's arteries to start to get clogged, inflamed, and that precious endophilia lining of your vessels, you don't want to damage that. And those crucial cells protect the lining of your vessels. So, and that book also has thousands of delicious, heart-healthy, cheap, affordable meals. And my aunt's now has basically cured her heart disease and also her rheumatoid arthritis. Dr. John McDougall, I'll post a link to his videos. One of them is called Diet versus Drugs. Fantastic video. And myself, I have multiple sclerosis and Hashimoto's, and it's gone into full remission. I mean, hands down full remission. My MRI scans had well over 30 plus lesions. I had lesions in my brainstem. I've gone blind 3 times, twice in this eye, once in this eye. It's a horrible disease, but it's been put into complete full remission. So anyways, if you know a relative who's overweight or suffering from any kind of ailment like diabetes or heart disease or autoimmune disease, this is a fantastic book to get them. So I'll post a link down below where you can get Dr. Cockatiel Esselstyn's How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. Another fantastic must-read book is called The China Study by Dr. Colin T. Campbell, which is the largest epidemiological study conducted. It's a true eye-opener. It pretty much shows how various parts of the world eat and the diseases they suffer from as a result. Because it's not your genetics. You might have a genetic predisposition, but you know, a lot of those genes are dormant until you until you activate them and turn those bad genes on, which you don't want to do. You know, if you go to rural Japan, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. You're not going to find people with prostate cancer, breast cancer, autoimmune disease in rural Japan who eat primarily plant-based. But then those same people move to where people are eating like the Western world, they suffer the Western diseases of the Western world. And you know, people like to blame everything on their genetics, but no. You know, the reality is that genes account for less than 5% determining factor whether you're gonna get a disease or not. The rest is all environmental factors, and the biggest environmental factor are the foods you're putting in your body numerous times a day, day after day, year after year, year after year. So you might have a genetic predisposition to get a certain disease, but you have tremendous control over your health and whether you're going to activate those bad genes or let them lie dormant. If you eat disease-causing foods, you know, you're gonna be in a disease state of health. If you eat healthy foods, your body's always trying to heal itself. So if you give your body a chance to heal and you put the right fuel in it, like, you know, if you have a car and you put diesel in your car that's supposed to run on gas, your car's gonna kaput. But people are so resilient. You know, people are just slamming their bodies with disease-causing foods day after day, year after year. And it's just a miracle how much the human body can take with all that garbage you're ingesting that's not even meant to be in the human body. So be nice to your body. You only have one. You only have one life to live. And it drives me crazy when people say, oh, life's so short, so I'm just gonna eat this because it tastes good. No, 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 no. So life is short, so you wanna get the most out of it. You wanna die from old age. You don't wanna die from a 100% preventable disease. It's just, it's not logical at all. So I eat healthy and I take care of my body because life is so, so short. The last 20 years flew by like that. It's like not even funny. It literally flew by, like, it's shocking how fast it goes by. I'm gonna be 40 years old in like a few months. So when I look at my life, it's gone by in the blink of an eye. So I can imagine how fast the next 40 years are gonna go by. I'm gonna be 80 years old. So life is very, very short. So take care of your body, spread the good news. These books are fantastic educational material for your friends or family. And there's just a lot of harmful lies and biased information out there because the meat, dairy, and egg industry, they control and fund the majority of the studies. Like you see this crazy studies that comes out like eggs are healthy, butter, margarine, whatever is healthy. But you know, those are funded by the dairy industry or the egg industry. So to get to the truth, you really have to do some due diligence. So it's a really unfortunate situation we have here, but when you have fantastic materials where you can really educate yourself and realize how unbelievably easy it is to live a healthy lifestyle, how delicious it is, how cheap it is. Like it's so dirt cheap. I pay way less more now for my food bill than I did when I was eating the other foods that I don't want to eat anything to do with anymore. So those two books are fantastic Christmas presents. These two books are a definite must in your Christmas gifting. So that's that. So before this video gets too long, I'm gonna wish you guys a happy holidays and stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, and hope you enjoyed the video. Anyways, bye, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
A long, long time ago. This is the time of the apocalypse, the dream of the lasting